All right, so we're going to look at IU4 Lesson 5 notes today. Remember that you can find a blank copy of these notes in our weekly channel. If you go into the tab that says Files and there's a folder that says Notes, you're going to want to choose that folder, and then you get a blank copy here. You don't have to print it. You can just do the notes on a separate sheet of paper. So we are looking at conditional probability for this lesson, and conditional probability is basically the idea that we're looking for the probability of one event given that something has already occurred. So this is a little different than regular old probability. Okay, so a nice easy example would be if I told you that I will give you a homework pass given that you do all of your homework for Unit 4. So in order for you to earn that homework pass, you have to first do all of your homework. That's the idea of conditional, that something has to have happened in order for this thing to happen, or for the chances of that, and how that impacts those chances. So when event A is conditional upon event B's occurrence, you're going to see this little funky notation. This little bar right here is read as given. And so when we read this as the probability of A given B. And to find that, we're going to take the probability of A and B, put that on top, and over the probability of B on the bottom. That sounds a little strange, but I think you get the hang of it here in just a second. So take a look at example 1. We have a two-way frequency table. The very first thing we're going to do is fill this in. So we have 80 seniors total. You'll see that number down here in that kind of total spot. And it's showing us information about those students. Looks like we're looking at what science class they might be taking and their gender. And so we're going to fill in the missing pieces. If there are 47 girls out of these 80 students, then I would take 80 minus 47, and that would tell me how many boys are in the group. So that's going to be 33, because 47 plus 33 is 80. And I also see here that there are 33 students taking physics, and 19 of those students are male, so I would subtract 33 minus 19, and that tells me that there are 14 girls who are taking physics. And then I have a couple choices here. I can either figure out how many how many girls are taking chemistry, or I can find out how many total students are taking biology. So I'm going to go to this one first. Now this one, because we have 3 columns, is slightly more complicated. So I'm going to get my little calculator out here. We have this total of 80 students, and we have already accounted for 33 of them who are taking physics, and we've already accounted for 21 of them who are taking chemistry. So I'm subtracting those from my total, and whatever remains is how many students are taking biology, and so that's going to be 26. Okay. I can do the same thing, well here actually we have a little shortcut. So we have 26 total biology students, 18 of those are girls. That means there are just 8 boys who are taking biology. Okay. To fill in the missing piece for chemistry, I would do that same process we did earlier. 47 total girls in the group, subtracting out the 14 who are enrolled in physics, and also subtracting the 18 who are in biology, leaving us with 15 girls who are taking chemistry. Okay. And now I have another shortcut here. If there are 21 students who are taking chemistry and 15 of them are girls, that leaves me with just 6 to take chemistry, boys to take chemistry, I should say. And then I can do a quick check. So if we've done this right, the 8 plus the 6 plus the 19 should equal 33. So I'm going to test that. 8 plus 6 plus 19. All right, so our table is correct.